Episode 8 of Business Proposal begins with a kiss between Harai and Taemu. Harai breaks away and asks that they pretend it never happened. After work, Harai and Taemu talk in his car. She continues to insist the kiss was a mistake, and Taemu says it wasn't fair for her to kiss him. Now she owes him. They agree that she will buy him dinner. Their dinner comes out in courses, and Harai worries about not being able to pay for all of it. At the end of the meal, he ends up paying. He says what he wants from her is even bigger. Young Seo surprises Seung-hoon with a homemade dinner. She asks for honest feedback, so he gives it, even though it means insulting her cooking. Later, Seung-hoon surprises Young Seo by taking her hiking, which she's not so enthusiastic about, and she's already angry about the dinner. Young Seo complains about Taemu on their hike, but Seung-hoon defends him. They get into a fight, and she walks back to the car. She causes both of them to get lost and even trips, spraining her ankle. When Seung-hoon carries her back to the car without complaint, she forgives him, and they reconcile. Taemu calls Harai, asking that she spend the day with him at the fair as repayment. They have a fun-filled day in bumper cars, on a carousel, and at gift shops. When they get corn dogs, Taemu reminisces about his parents. He thanks Harai for letting him talk about them so freely. Harai's parents then call her to the hospital. Her dad has appendicitis, and there is no private room for him. So, Taemu has him moved to a VIP room. Harai lies, and says Taemu is a supervisor on her development team. When her mother mentions how Harai has been complaining about the president of the company, Taemu becomes indignant. Minwoo, meanwhile, is at Harai's house with her brother Ha-min. Minwoo cuts himself when dropping a glass, so Ha-min directs him to bandages in Harai's room. There, he finds the fake dating contract. That night, he overhears Taemu tell Harai that he's changed his mind. Now that he knows she bad-mouthed him, he wants her to pay him back with a kiss. Minwoo then rushes forward and punches him in the face. Harai steps between them. When she sees the police nearby, she tells Taemu to go home and goes with Minwoo. Minwoo shows her the contract he found. He's upset Harai didn't tell him about it. Harai says it wasn't anyone's business and that he needs to give Taemu a formal apology. He asks if she actually likes him, maintaining that it won't work out between the two of them. She leaves, angry. Harai texts Taemu, thanking him for the day they spent together. She promises to pay him back for the hospital bill when she has the money. When he doesn't respond, she becomes anxious. At the office, Taemu catches Seung-hoon kissing Young Seo. He's upset Seung-hoon didn't tell him about their relationship, but he leaves it at that. Chairman Kang is waiting for Taemu in his office. He tells him he has scheduled for him a date with Jo Yoo-jeong, Young Seo's cousin. She is also the daughter of the powerful director Jin Chae-rim from the Marine Art Museum. Harai sprains her wrist when playing dodgeball during a sports competition between the food development teams. A one-on-one dinner with the president is announced as the prize for the MVP of the competition. Despite her injury, Harai insists she is fine to keep playing. She wins for her team and wins the dinner with Taemu. At dinner with her team, she learns that Taemu can't make it because of a blind date. She regrets pushing Taemu away, so she calls him to tell him to stop his blind date. She says she wants to stop thinking about other people and just think about the two of them. He says he never thought about going on that date. As they drive to meet each other, both get stuck in traffic. They get out of their cars and meet on a bridge, where the will they won't they atmosphere surrounding Harai and Taemu buoys this episode with considerable amounts of romantic tension. The two have real moments of connection, making Harai's inner conflict about their situation all the more believable. This episode doesn't forgive Taemu's petty nature, it actually highlights other aspects of it. But with Harai committed to ignoring the opinions of others, it looks like she and Taemu may finally get to start building a genuine relationship. Of course, the happy couple still has to worry about everyone they've lied to and about what Yoo-jeong will do because Taemu stood her up.